Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the continuation of chapter 3. So let's start the session. So today we are going to start doing the exercise problems. In the last class we have seen the introduction of chapter 3. We have seen all the definitions and some terms which we are using in the problems. So what are just before going to the problem, just recall the topics, just recall the definitions what we have learned in the last session. So last session we have learned about factors and multiples. So here in this 24 is a question. We want to find the factors. So 24 is a multiple, right? So we want to find the factors. The factors, the number which is divisible by some numbers, that numbers, a divisor, are known as factors. So what then we have learned about the prime numbers and composite numbers. So what are the prime numbers? Prime numbers means it will have only two factors. What are the two factors? 1 and the number itself. And composite numbers, for composite numbers it will have more than two factors. So it will have 1 and the number itself, then other numbers. For example, we can take 6. 6, what are the factors of 6? 1 and 6. And remaining, what are the other two factors? We can say 2 and 3. So because 2 also, 6 is divisible by 2 and 6 is divisible by 3. Why we are saying it's divisible? When we divide 6 by 2, we will get the remainder as 0. So the factors are known as, other name for factors we can say that it's a divisible, it's a divisor, right? For example, 6 is divisible by 2, then we can say that 2 is a factor of 6. So when you multiply two numbers, 2 into 3 equal to 6. So 6 is known as product or multiple. So these are the terms we have seen in the last session as introduction of chapter 3. So now let's see the first problem. So here, what is the first question? Write all the factors of the following numbers. So we want to find the factors. So here the first question is A is 24. Now for 24 we want to find the factors. So everyone knows that what are the two common factors it will have? 1 and the number itself. So 1 and 24. So 24 equal to 1 into 24. For the first I am writing the common factor. So 24 equal to 1. 1 into 24, what is the answer? 24. So 1 and 24 are the factors. Now we want to find out other factors. So 24. So 24, we can say 4 6 are 24. And 24 is divisible by 4. And 24 is also divisible by 6. If you want, you can check it, children. Take a piece of paper and divide 24 by 4 and you will get the remainder there 0. Then check it for 6. 24 is also divisible by 6. So we got now 1 also is a factor of 24. Then number itself 24 is also a factor of 24. Then 4 is a factor of 24 and 6 is a factor of 24. They are asking find all the factors. So we want to find the remaining factors. So 12 twos are 24. So 24 is divisible by 12 and also 24 is divisible by 2. Then one more factor we'll have. 3 8s are 24. So if you know the table, multiplication table thoroughly, you don't want to divide, just check out the tables and you can write the factors. So please learn the tables, multiplication tables, okay? So here for 24, what are the factors we got? Then arrange the numbers in ascending order and write. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. These are the factors of 24. Factors means what? 24 is divisible by 1, 24 is divisible by 2 and 24 is divisible by 3. So these numbers 1, 2, 3, these are the numbers. By these numbers 24 is divisible. So we can say that these are the factors of 24. Okay. So let's see the next problem. So when you write, you should First learn the definition of factors and multiples. You want to know what is factors and what is multiples. Okay, and you should be thorough with your multiplication tables. Then these problems will be very easy. Okay children, let's see the next problem. Next problem is 15. So now we want to find the factors of 15. 15 is very easy, right? So first you can say what will be the common factors, 1 and the number itself. So 1 comma 15 is a 1 factor. Then you know table, right? 3 table. 3 5s are 15. So 15 is divisible by 3 and also it is divisible by 5. So now what are the factors? 1 comma 3 comma 5 comma 15 are the factors of 15. The same way you can check for any numbers. So if I am giving 17, so what will be the factors? 1, 7, 17. Can you say the answer children? 17 is a prime number, right? 17 is a prime number. So you will have only two factors. What are the factors? 1 and the number itself. So 1 comma 17. So for prime numbers only two factors, 1 and the number itself. For other numbers, that means composite numbers will have more than two factors. So first you want to learn which are the prime numbers. So it is easy. When you see the prime numbers, you can easily write the factors, right? 1 and the number itself. So now let's see the next problem. 21. So 21 also you know, right? 21, 1 and 21 are the factors. Then 3 sevens are 21. Then write all the factors. So if you any number is given, just first you want to check it whether it is a prime number or a composite number. Prime number means you will have only two factors and composite number means you will have more than two factors. Okay. Now next question. Write first 5 multiples of 5. You want to write the first 5 multiples. So multiple is very easy children. So first 5 multiple of 5 means you can write your 5 table, right? These are the multiples, right? 1 5 is 5, 2 5s are 10, 3 5s are 15, 4 5s are 20, 5 5s are 25. It's very easy. If they are asking write the multiples of 2, you will write the 2 table, right? 1 2 is 2. 2 comma 4 comma 6 comma 8 comma, it's very easy to write, right? That's why I'm saying you should be thorough with your multiplication table, because in these chapters you keep on doing this multiplication, you'll be finding factors, then you want to find the divisibility. So it's very easy. So before going to the next exercise, those who have any doubt in your multiplication tables, please study your multiplication table. So write the first 5 multiple of 12. So 1 12 is 12, 2 12s are 24, 3 12s are 36, 4 12s are 48, 5 12s are 60. They are asking only write the first 5 multiple. If the question is write first 10 multiple means you want to write first 10 multiples of 5. Okay children, let's see the next problem. Even and odd numbers. Okay, even and odd numbers. What is even numbers children? What is even numbers? The number which is divisible by 2. When you divide any number by 2 and you are getting the remainder part as 0 means that number is known as even numbers. Okay, the numbers that are multiples of 2. Multiples of 2 means also like 2 table, 2, 4, 6. These numbers will be divisible by 2, right? So these numbers that are multiples of 2 are called even numbers. Okay, so easy to say if any number is divisible by 2, then that number is known as even number. You take 14 divided by 2. You will get the remainder as 0. So when you get the remainder 0, then that number is an even number. So other than that, the number which is not divisible by 2 are known as odd numbers. Okay, now is it clear children? The number which is divisible by 2, any number when you can divide by 2, that number is known as even number. When you cannot divide a number by 2, so we are not getting the remainder part as 0, then that number is known as odd numbers. So you can write 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 goes on. That's our even numbers. Then 1, 3, 5, 7. These numbers are not divisible by 2. So these are all odd numbers. Okay. So in this topic, what are the things you are learning? Prime numbers, composite numbers, even numbers, odd numbers. Prime numbers will have only two factors. Composite numbers will have more than 2 factors, and even numbers means what, children? The number which is divisible by 2 is known as even numbers, and the numbers which is not divisible by 2 is known as odd numbers. Now is it clear, children? Is the definition part clear? Let's see the problems. So before going to the problem, these are some of the tips, okay, you want to keep in mind. We say that the numbers with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 at the ones place. That means ones place means the last place, right? The rightmost place of a number. So the number which ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. We can, without dividing on seeing that, we can say it's an even number. It's an easy trick, okay. I'm saying, for example, 427, whether it is an even number or odd number, 4, 2, 7. So 7 is in ones place, 2 is in 10 place, and 4 is in hundreds place. So it ends in 7, right? The ones place, what is the number? 7, right? 427. So in the ones place, what is the number? 7. Whether it is an even number? No. The number which ends at 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. If you have 0, 20. Whether it is an even number? Yes, because the ones place, the number is 0. Take it 48. 48. 8 is in ones place, right? So it's an even number. So without doing the division, we can easily find out. This is an easy trick, okay? The number which ends by the numbers like 0, 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, then that number is known as even number. Then which is the smallest even number? Which is the smallest even number? 2, right? It is 2. 2 is the smallest even number. And which is the smallest prime number? Prime number means, what is prime number, children? What's the definition of prime number? It will have only 2 factors. What are the 2 factors? It will be divisible by only 2 numbers. What are the numbers? 1 and the number itself. So start saying the prime numbers. It starts from 2, right? 1 is neither prime nor composite number, so we cannot take 1. So start from 2. So 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, etc. goes on. So which is the smallest prime number? 2. And which is the smallest even number? 2. Right? So thus we can say that 2 is the smallest prime number which is even. 2 is a prime number and also it is a even number, right? So 3 is a prime number but it is a odd number. Then check for 5. 5 is a prime number but it is a odd number. Then check for 7. 7 is a odd number but it is a even prime number as well as a odd number. So which is the smallest prime even number? 2. 2 is the smallest prime even number. Okay, children. Every prime number except 2 is odd number. You can check it, children. You can take a, after the session, you can take a piece of paper and write all the prime numbers and check. You will have only 2 as a even prime number. All other prime numbers are odd. This is your activity part. Okay, children. Just take after the session, take a piece of paper and write it down and check it. I am saying 2 is the only even prime number. All other numbers are odd. Now you want to check whether it is correct or not. You want to check it, children. Okay. Now let's see the next problem. So we are going to start this exercise. Okay. What is the sum of any two? Okay. What is the sum of any two odd numbers and even numbers? The A part question is odd number. We want to find the sum. Sum means what, children? Addition. Sum means addition. We want to find the sum of any two odd numbers. And second part is even numbers. So let's first do for the A session. What is A session? Odd numbers, right? Sum of any two odd numbers is even. Okay, they are asking what is the sum of any two odd numbers, first part. So when you add two odd numbers, what answer you are getting, whether it is an even number or an odd number. Now we are saying that sum of any two odd numbers. If you take any two odd numbers and odd numbers and you are going to add, you will get the answer as even number. Okay, how you will find is the even number? If a number ends by 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, then that number is known as even number, right? So here for example, I am taking 17, one odd number, and 11 also is a odd number. Now I am going to add. So 7 plus 1, 8. 1 plus 1, 2. So I am getting the answer 28. 17 plus 11, I am getting the answer 28. Whether 28 is even number or odd number, children? 28. What is in the ones place? Ones place, we are having a digit 8. So it ends with 8, right? So it's an even number. So 28 is an even number. Then you check for another one odd number. I am taking 5, one odd number, and 7. Then I am going to add 5 plus 7, I am getting the answer 12. So what is in the ones place? 2, right? In 12, what number is in the ones place? 2. So it is a even number. So when you add any two odd numbers, take any number. You can check it, children. You can take any two odd numbers and add and see. You will get the answer as even number. Now what is the B part? You want to check what is the sum of any two even numbers. Now the B part is you want to take any two even numbers and you want to add and see. Okay, sum of any two even numbers is even number. When you add any two odd numbers, answer is even. For even number also, when you add any two even numbers, your answer will be a even number. Now check it for 2 plus 6. 2 is a even number, 6 is a even number. When you add 6 plus 2, you are getting the answer 8. 8 is a even number. Now 20 is a even number plus 34. 34 is also a even number. Add it. 20 plus 34, you are getting the answer 54. So 54 in the ones place, what number you are having? 4. So the number ends in 4. So it's a even number. So from this what you found out? When you add any two odd numbers, the answer will be even. When you add any two even number also, the answer will be even. Okay children, is it clear? Let's see the next problem. Express the following as the sum of two odd primes. So express the following. So we want to express, okay. We want to express by how you want to express. We want to add two odd numbers, okay. Odd prime numbers. Here two odd primes. That means you want to add. It should be a odd number and also it should be a prime number. Okay, it should be a odd number and also it should be a prime number. So the question is 44. So we want to find out when you add two numbers. What are the two numbers? Two numbers should be an odd number and also the two numbers should be the prime numbers. But when you add that numbers, you want to get the answer 44. Okay, that is given. Question A 44. So expression of the sum of two prime numbers. Two odd prime numbers. Okay. 44. So near to 44, check which is the prime number. Prime number. You are having 41, right? You are having 41. So whether 41 is a odd number or even number, 41 is a odd number and also it is a prime number. So 41 plus, then with 41, when you add which number you will be getting? 44. 41 plus 3, right? So 41 plus 3, what answer you are getting? 44. So 41 is a odd number and also a prime number. 3 is a odd number and also a prime number. Now the same way check it for 36. So we want to write two numbers. When you add the two numbers, you should get the answer 36. And that two numbers should be odd and a prime number also. So near to 36, what prime number you are having? 36. 36. Sorry, near to 36, what is the prime number you have? 31. 31 is a prime number and also a odd number. So 31 plus which number you'll get the answer? 36, 5, right? But you want to check whether 5 is a prime number. It should be a prime number and also it should be the odd number. So 5 is a prime number. You know it will have only 2 factors and also a odd number. Now you got the answer. Okay. So before doing this problem, if you have any doubt in prime numbers, at the side you can write down all the prime numbers from starting from 1 to between 1 to 100. Write all the prime numbers. Okay children, before doing this problem, in a piece of paper, write all the prime numbers in between 1 and 100. I think in the last class I have given the notes, right? Prime numbers in between 1 and 100. If you want, you can refer that or you can write it down here. In a side, you can write it down, no problem. Then you can check it. Then it will be easy for you. Okay children, is it clear? So here what is the condition given? We want to add two numbers and you want to get the answer, but that two numbers should be odd prime numbers. That you have to keep in mind. It should be odd prime numbers. Okay, okay children, remaining problems we can see in the next session. So thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye children.